All right, let's talk about something super frustrating. You've been hitting it hard for months, right? But your pull-up count is exactly the same as it was week one. It's just one of the worst feelings. So we're going to dive into this and figure out exactly why you're stuck. And, way more importantly, how we can get you smashing through that plateau for good. And you know what really twists the knife? You see that other guy, the one who started like 3 months after you, and he's just cranking out clean reps. It's maddening. You're putting in the work, you're showing up every single day, but the results, they just aren't matching the sweat you're putting in. So, what is going on? What's the real issue? You know the feeling. You grab the bar, you pull with everything you've got, and nope, still nothing. You start making excuses, right? Oh, I just need to warm up more, or it's just a bad day. But then it happens again next week and the week after that. It's the same old story. But here's the thing, and this might actually be a relief to hear. The solution probably has nothing to do with training harder. Seriously, your effort, your dedication, that was never the problem. The real issue is hiding somewhere else entirely. So what is it then? Well, the main reason you're stuck is that your whole strategy is just off. You've been pulling on the wrong things in the wrong order, and maybe nobody's ever pointed it out. Well, that changes today. We're going to fix that right now with 3 huge changes to how you train. Okay, fix number 1. And I know you've heard this a million times. You've got to perfect the basics. You're probably rolling your eyes right now thinking, yeah, push-ups, squats, I get it, but stick with me. Because here's the truth. Most people who think they're doing the basics really aren't. And this really shows what I'm talking about. There's a massive disconnect. You might be counting 10 push-ups, but what your body's actually counting is 10 half reps with your hips sagging down. You're counting 8 squats, but really they're just little knee bends, because going all the way down is hard. See the problem? You're doing the shape of the exercise, but you're not doing the real deal. And here's why that matters so much. Your body only adapts to what you actually do, not what you think you're doing. So if you want real strength gains, you need a full range of motion, period. We're talking chest to the floor on push-ups, chin over the bar on pull-ups, thighs parallel to the ground on squats at least. Get truly strong with these fundamentals, and I promise you, all those cool advanced skills will start to unlock themselves. All right, let's get into fix number 2. This is a huge one, and honestly, almost everybody overlooks it. Picture this. You're in the middle of a set of pull-ups. You're feeling strong, your back feels good, and then all of a sudden, your hands just can't hold on anymore. You slide right off the bar. And you blame your pre-workout, or maybe you didn't sleep well, but it's not any of that. The real culprit is your grip. So what's the solution? It's ridiculously simple and definitely not glamorous. It's the dead hang. Yep, that's it. That's the whole exercise. You just find a bar, you hang from it, and you hold on for dear life until you can't anymore. You might look like you're just waiting for the bus, but trust me, this simple move works like magic for building that rock-solid grip you need. And here's a super simple progression for you. To start, just try to hit 30 seconds. That's your starting point. Then, over the first month, your goal is to get that up to a solid minute. Once you can hang for 90 seconds, I'm telling you, grip strength will just not be an issue for you anymore. It'll stop being the reason you have to end your sets. Okay, on to our third and final fix. In this one, this is for anyone who's ever looked at a pull-up bar and thought, but I can't even do one. How am I supposed to practice? Well, the answer is kind of cool. You train it in reverse. We're going to use a super powerful technique called negatives. So the science behind this is actually really simple and kind of fascinating. Your muscles are way stronger when they're lowering something, think of it like putting on the brakes, than they are at pulling something up. And what that means is you can build real pull-up strength even before you can actually do a single full pull-up. It's like a back door to getting stronger. And here's exactly how you do it. Step 1, get yourself to the top position. You can jump up or use a box, whatever works, just get your chin over that bar. Step 2, and this is the most important part, you're going to lower yourself down as slowly as you possibly can. I mean, fight gravity the whole way down. Feel that tension. Then, step 3, reset at the bottom and do it again. That slow, controlled journey down. That's the work. So let's bring this all home. As you can see, this isn't about some secret magic exercise you've never heard of. It's about committing to the boring stuff, the unglamorous work that no one posts online. But this is the work that actually builds real, lasting strength and gets you the results you've been fighting for.
So here's your new blueprint. The 3 keys to unlocking your progress, plain and simple. Number 1, master the fundamentals with a full range of motion. No more half reps. Number 2, win the grip war. Train your dead hangs until your hands are no longer your weak link. And number 3, train in reverse. Use those negatives to build the strength for moves you can't quite do yet.
And let's just end on this. Look, none of this stuff is sexy. Nobody's posting their dead hang sessions on Instagram. You're not going to get 1,000,000 views for your slow, grinding negative pull-ups. But 3 months from now, when you're suddenly cranking out reps and hitting goals you thought were impossible, you'll know exactly what built that. You'll know it was this foundational work. So the only question left is, are you ready to do the work that actually matters?